This is a hidden jewel, hidden in plain sight here in Washington. It's amazing how many people, even in Washington, or Lincoln buffs, don't know that this place exists. This is a place where Abraham Lincoln spent a quarter of his presidency. It was his refuge from the White House and the turmoil of the Civil War. He came out here from June until November, from 1862 to the end of his presidency. And he would commute daily. He was Washington's first commuter. It took him about 45 minutes by horseback or carriage. There was one time, famously, that he was shot at, and he came galloping back, and they found his hat with a bullet hole through it. But the family stayed out here, and he loved it here. Of course, he did a lot of business. But it's the only place in America that represents his presidency.
I love thinking about Lincoln pacing these floors at night, working through the wording, jotting down notes. And the way he crafted his speeches was, whether it was in his hat or in these cubby holes, when he had a thought, he'd jot it down. All those thoughts coalesced around either a public letter or a message to Congress or a speech. So, you know, the Conkling letter and the Greeley letter and the Gettysburg Address and the Emancipation Proclamation, sort of, they had their germination in all these different thoughts. That this is where not just the actual writing took place, because the document itself is not that long, but the formulating what it was going to say and the decision to proceed with emancipation. He loved to stand in front of this hearth with his back to the hearth and entertain his guests with poetry and jokes and satire, which he loved. We use those visits on the tour to help people gain insight into what Lincoln was thinking. Lincoln's speeches are filled with analogies of tyranny of the slave owner and the fact that, you know, I should not, in a democracy, be able to benefit from the sweat of your brow. You know, what's interesting is to remind people that this was the only democracy in the world. And Lincoln felt very certain if this democracy failed, democracy as a concept could fail.